Y'all know what it is. We're about to come up with the official Man Cave Morning Show. Yes, yes. Happy Thursday to everybody on the check-in. Get ready to share the show out. Start those watch parties and everything, no matter what platform you are listening to us on. It's about to go down.
Show.
Wyclef Jean, BKS1 Radio. Let's go.
This is Essence Atkins, and this is BKS1 Radio.
Hi, this is Melba Moore, and you're listening to BKS1 Radio.
Yo, check it out. What's the deal? This the chef. Giving a big shout out to my peoples. Big KS, you already know what it is. Salute.
What's up? It's your girl Monifa, and I'm hanging with BKS1 Radio.
Hi, I'm Iyanla Van Zandt, and you're listening to BKS1 Radio.
BKS Radio, baby.
Hey, this is Jasmine Guy for BKS1 Radio.
What's going on? This is Lamont Rooker, and this is BKS1 Radio.
Shout out to BKS1, the best kept damn secret in the business.
Hey, what's up? This is Raven Goodwin from BET's Being Mary Jane, and shout out to BKS1.
Hi, this is Leon, and you're watching BKS1 Radio.
BKS1. God bless y'all.
Good morning, good afternoon, beautiful people, depending on what part of the world you live in.
It's the Man Cave Morning Show.
You are officially on the Man Cave midday show, morning show, afternoon
nighttime show. Is
depending on where you live at,
that's
baby.
Right.
This the internet.
It's morning somewhere.
Big shout out to BKS1 Radio.
BKS1 Radio.
Yes, our home station.
All right.
No doubt, no doubt. Shout out to everybody on the check-in, man. But first and foremost, let me introduce my partner in crime right here, the man with the plan, and together we always understand. We call him what?
DK Woo. Wakanda forever.
Let's get it. It. I'm just humbly Storm Norman General.
El Jefe.
Salute, peace and blessings to everybody, man. Hope everybody's feeling good. Shout out to everybody on that's watching us live right now on YouTube. That's BKS1 Radio TV on YouTube. Shout out to everybody that's watching us live right now on Twitter. And Periscope. Shout out to everybody that's listening to us live right now on the TuneIn app. Listen, if you don't have the TuneIn app by now, get it, people. Download it. It is free. You can listen to all your favorite radio stations from around the world. And guess who's on there? The Man Cave Morning Show, BKS1 Radio.
Dig it.
All right.
Morning Show.
All right. We're going to definitely talk about some things today. But first and foremost, let me give a little love right now. Shout out to Tracy Abram on the check-in. Shout out to Kim Sharif, a.k.a. The Diva. Shout out to Jeffrey Gibbons. Shout out to Felix Mickens on the check-in. Shout out to Takesha. Yes, Miss Drake on the check-in. The Humble Queen on the check-in. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to Sandy B. What's up, wifey? Shout out to everybody on the check-in. We see you right now. Let's start those watch parties. Share it out no matter what platform you're on. Got a lot to talk about today. A lot of things to discuss.
Yes, sir.
First and foremost, how you doing, bro? What's on your mind?
The gut punches you've been giving me. That's what's on my mind. Damn it all the hell. Get away from me, sir.
What I do, man?
Made me think.
Peace and blessings. Good afternoon. Shout out to Wilma Barfield on the check-in. Wilma, what's good? What's going on? What's going on? First and foremost, man, we almost six days away from the election, from this big election that everybody's been talking about.
Right.
That's been on everybody's mind. That's caused a lot of beefs.
Yes.
A lot of disagreements.
Yes. Prayerfully, we get rid of this joker.
Around the country.
That's another joker. How about that?
Also, we in the midst of another police brutality incident. Not police brutality. Another killing of a young black man.
Yeah, another murder, right? Killing
and everything. You know,
right.
It's a lot.
Another
protest. Everybody in the middle with this one. Though everybody's saying that there was justification, but then again, like as we found out yesterday,
right,
the young brother had mental illness,
right,
and that was expressed to the police officers before he was shot,
right,
multiple times.
That's
all right.
Mm-hmm.
So that's going on right now. It's causing a lot of different things right now. Your boy Donald Trump, he's leaving people out in the cold, literally.
What did you expect?
Literally leaving people out in the cold.
This guy.
Y'all heard about that though, right?
This guy.
This your boy. This your boy. That's
your
y'all love,
boy.
right? So listen. So dude, I got to start off like this.
All right, go ahead.
Dude had his rally, right? His regular rally, his Trump rally, whatever. You know, he had like 30 buses.
30 buses, you say?
In Omaha.
In Omaha, you say, sir.
That he bust people in to be a part of his rally and his optics.
Rally. And his optics.
And his optics and everything like that, right? So as soon as he, did his rally and spewed all his regular rhetoric and all the regular, his regular BS that he usually talks about, rally was over. He jumps on Air Force One. He out.
Okay.
Motorcade out.
Okay.
People there still on the cold, right?
So the buses was out too?
Wait, the buses wasn't there no more. They had no ride. Their cars were 4 miles away from where the rally was held.
Wow.
And it was freezing cold.
Yo, you making this up, bro.
Nope.
Stop. You making this up.
Nope. 7 people had to be hospitalized. Wow. Because they were out in the freezing cold. The buses didn't come back for him, but 5-0 had to come and whatever like that. So he just left them. After he got his optics, got them screaming, 4 more years.
Lock him up.
MAGA. He left all of them
Should
out
whole countries know something. Yeah, so the idea that
they were hot. They
people
were pissed
on
too.
a bus.
They were pissed.
But didn't think enough to say send the buses back or let them wait to take the people back. Just let them freeze to death to be damnedness.
That's
like,
your boy.
oh well.
See.
Jesus Christ. And you voting for Trump? Oh.
That's what he's gonna do to the country.
That's what he's been doing he's a sociopath. Like,
leave us out in the cold. Get his optics.
Oh my God.
Let me smile, look good for the camera.
Okay, can I ask you a question?
The hell with your ass.
Do you think the people that were out there screaming and yelling, will they publicly, after they get rid of their frostbite and dig themselves out of the snow, but will they? Okay, but will they publicly speak on that?
They did. They actually did already.
Okay, but they already voted for him though, so they don't even give a damn. Like,
some of them did, but they were hot though. I saw clips. I saw video clips. They were pissed.
Okay,
it was freezing. It's out there in Omaha. It was freezing cold and everything. And
the lack of compassion and humanity is just on display yet again.
Left them out there to die.
And no, for real. And Joker still cape for this man. They still think it's actually a choice, and they think he's the best for the. I don't understand. I don't.
All right.
Oh, okay.
Before we get into the serious stuff, real quick, I want y'all to lighten up real quick before we come. We about to come hard, right? We about to come with it
it's one
today.
of them days. It's gonna be one of them days.
Right. Real talk. I got a real serious question to ask y'all. What y'all going with? Greens.
Mm-hmm.
One got to go. One has to go.
Okay.
So you got collard greens, you got yams, you got mac and cheese, and you got potato salad. Which one got to go? Just one.
What type of, is that black people potato salad or white folk potato salad? It's the way.
I ain't telling you.
Okay.
I ain't telling you, man. One got to go, bro.
You know I want to.
What y'all got? Which one got to go, y'all? The greens, the yams, the mac and cheese, or the potato salad?
Hey, yo, check this out. As long as it's turkey butt in the greens, I'm going to keep them and get rid of one of them carbs. If not, goodbye collards. Fat men unite, carbs forever.
You stupid.
Bang, 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 bang.
You stupid.
It got to have some turkey butt in it. You know what I mean? We don't do the swine. We do the smoked turkey butt.
Fact. Sandy said he only had 40 buses for 21,000 people.
I mean, Miss General,
Sandy said the yams got to go.
Nah, mama. No. Not the way my grandpa used to make it.
Yeah, that's, you know what?
That's, sir.
You could tell me and her married because, the yams got to go. I can't, first of all, I can't.
Candy yams, brother?
I can't eat. I'm allergic to sweet potato.
Oh, wow.
I'm allergic to sweet potato.
So that's
Yams
one pleasure you don't get a chance to experience.
Or yams is a yam. Or is a sweet potato and a yam the same thing? Aha.
Aha. I mean,
you're getting deep today.
Is the sweet potato and yam the same? Same family. I mean, so what are you allergic to in particular?
I can't have candy yams. I can't eat sweet potatoes. So I actually think they're the same damn thing.
So how you rock no yams, but you rock sweet potatoes? Your body don't respond. Maybe they're different. I have no idea.
Shout out to Sam Seed on
They
the
got
check-in.
to stay. Either way.
Kim said her manager says yams. Yeah, me too. Kim, let me tell you.
Kim, really?
If you cook, when you cook for anybody at BKS and you bringing food here or whatever, do not bring no damn yams.
Word?
So please, bring the mac and cheese. Shout out to Miss Lee. Miss Lee, what's good? Love you. Appreciate you.
General, brown sugar and the butter. My grandpa used to do a little coconut joint in there, a little pineapple stir crust baked. What, brother? And it used to taste like sweet potato pie, like the way you made it. The marshmallow
on the top.
That
little burnt marshmallow.
Yes, sir.
Film across the top.
Exactly, and coconut, bruh. With butter dripping off the side of your mouth like Jello pudding, sir. Yes.
Shout out to C. King
Absolutely.
Parker. Shalom. Grand rising, peace and blessings.
What
That's
King?
the super promoter right there. Let's clap it up for him.
Yeah. Yo,
Give
King
y'all some claps
support.
today.
Period. From his 18-wheeler. Like what?
So I need y'all to help us with this lesson today, right?
Go ahead, bro.
All right. Because
What up, King?
Now, is Black Lives Matter? Here's a question for y'all. Is Black Lives Matter the same thing as BLM? When you say BLM, does it take away the context from what Black Lives Matter is supposed to mean? Because Black Lives Matter to me is just a statement. It's just saying that my life matters.
Okay.
That's all it means. It's saying that my life and black people's life matters. Period. That's it.
Okay.
So I don't see it as a gang.
Oh, please.
I don't see it as a terrorist organization.
Okay.
Now, when you say BLM, then you start thinking about the organization itself. So, which to me, it takes away the context to it. I'm going to equate it with Make America Great Again. So let's break it down in initials. MAGA.
Okay.
I'm starting to equate MAGA with white supremacy.
Okay.
With racists.
And you're
right?
saying that.
But saying Make America Great Again is not a bad statement. That's something we would all like, to be honest. Now I'm keeping it real.
No, I'm listening.
To even defend the point about Black Lives Matter. There's nothing wrong with saying Make America Great Again. But when you see just MAGA, that context kind of changes a little bit. And you see it as something evil and disruptive.
Well, for me,
chaotic.
When you say MAGA, I think about what the people do that represent that. The people that wear those hats, their actions, not what I was told they do, but what I see them doing. So yes, it completely has it's a dog whistle. It's the Klan. It's white supremacy. It's more the same shit with just a different hat on. It's instead of a Klan hood, right? A Klansman can yell and scream, "Make America Great All he wants." You're in the freaking Klan. So if you wear a MAGA hat, to me, that's your trigger.
Now let me shout out to Miss Lee. She said that's deep. Now let me tell you why I'm even talking about this. Right? I'm about to show y'all a clip of this lady. She's a pro-Trump Karen.
Okay.
And she lost it.
Okay.
She lost it when she sees a Black Lives Matter
run it.
mask,
Go ahead.
a Black Lives Matter shirt, whatever the case
Okay.
may be. But she lost it and she blacked out. But see, this is what I need us to start doing. Do not let nobody else, all right? Do not let racist people that don't understand what Black Lives Matter means demonize it. Do not let them demonize it. That's what they want. Black Lives Matter means just what it says, that our life matters. Period.
It's a simple statement.
Don't let them change the context and don't let
There's
them
nothing
demonize
to
it.
understand.
You proudly wear your Black Lives Matter hat. You proudly wear your Black Lives Matter shirt, and you proudly wear your Black Lives Matter mask. Now let's watch this clip.
All right.
Y'all ready for the clip?
Let's go to the videotape.
I've got something worse to say. The guy with the Black Lives Matter thing is here, and I'm going to film him. So this is a disgrace, because everyone who watches my Facebook knows that that's very, very bad.
This is Karen, aka Victoria Redzall.
Can I see your mask? Sorry, can I see your mask? My mask? No, I want to see his mask. This is Wells Fargo Bank, and I wanted to see your mask.
Okay, what are you doing?
Because you're not meant to wear it in Wells Fargo. I asked nicely.
Okay,
you can't record in the branch. Okay, but we talked about that earlier.
I understand, but you can't record in a branch.
Okay.
Thinking she's captured an aha moment.
But he's wearing a Black Lives Matter. He's wearing that, a very dangerous organization.
I understand what you're saying, but we do not allow you to record team members or customers.
Okay.
You need to stop recording.
Okay, so I apparently have to delete it. So let's get back to the fraudulent check. She would have given it to me. I actually came in here to save people from Hi Crawford. Thank you for checking in. I am shaken.
Yes, shaken for something she brought onto herself.
If I was working here, you wouldn't let me wear a Trump mask. That man represents this bank, Wells Fargo, who I've been with for 26 years, since I came to America. Hi, my sweet Angela. I'm shaking. I'm really shaking.
In short, a different level of cuckoo.
And representing Wells Fargo, you don't wear Antifa or Black Lives Matter masks. We wouldn't be allowed to wear Trump masks if I worked in Wells Fargo. Okay, this is shocking.
Plays victim for the cameras, with which the crowd waiting in line is not buying.
Okay. I've got to cover my face, okay, but it's on me, the camera's on me, don't worry, the camera's on me.
I understand that.
But I miss she's mad. So let's get that straightened. I'm Victoria. Okay, well, let's not call me mad.
I can't allow recording of
Okay.
But of course,
nobody should be representing Wells Fargo with a gang that is completely destroying America.
Again,
and you said, yes, I will make sure of that, because I said...
That's not what I said.
What did you say?
I said, thank you for your feedback.
Okay.
And again, I can't allow you to record in the branch, so I need you to turn off the recording.
Okay, good to know. Okay. Okay.
One of the two options. I need you to stop filming, or I need you to leave.
Okay.
With all Karens, they can't eat their loss.
Wells Fargo, where I've been for 25 years. Hold on, keep filming, Mummy. Please, you can't do this in front of the bank. You can actually. I'm actually allowed to, because I've spoken to headquarters, and I'm not allowed to film in the bank. I won't film in the bank. The guy that works in the bank is still wearing the Black Lives Matter mask. Still, to this day. So all my friends and acquaintances that have asked me what's going on with the Wells Fargo Bank right here on McBean Parkway and New Ranch Road, the guy in the bank that works in the bank has got Black Lives Matter, which is the gang that is destroying America right now. He's got it all in his mouth.
After being told to stop recording, she continues.
The manager of the bank, she's a lady here called Sabrina. She did make the effort. She has taken this matter up further, because I had to wear my Trump stuff today, including the earrings. She's taken the matter as far as she can. Then headquarters did call me on Monday. They were extremely nice to me, and they had taken the matter to the top.
Victoria Redzall has too much time on her hands, and the reason she has too much time on her hands.
What needs to happen is there needs to be different people coming in, standing up and speaking up for America. We do not want our country destroyed.
She's a failed actress who just needs a new hobby.
Obviously, everyone has a right to wear what they want at any time. I'm pissed off now. But you don't have a right to wear a damn insignia, a hate group sign on your face. You don't have the right to wear a gang sign when you represent Wells Fargo. Specifically, when I was told months ago, a month and a half ago, that if I wore that and worked at the bank, I would not be allowed it.
Clearly not seeing the irony in the promotion of a fascist whose only goal is to remain in power while destroying the economy, leaving 250,000 Americans dead, and no measures to combat climate change. Just so we're clear, she has a problem with a black man saying his life matters.
So I was told that I'm not allowed to film in the bank, and when I'm told...
Right there. All right. Now, so let's go further about this Karen right here. So she got notification from the bank that they no longer want her business, and they actually want her to take her money elsewhere.
Oh, so the bank did that?
Yeah. So
kudos to the bank.
Shout out to Wells Fargo.
Shout out to Wells Fargo.
Yeah, let me clap it up for Wells Fargo.
Right.
See, she equated it to a gang. She said it's a hate group. And that's the misconception that they're trying to spread. Remember, anything that you can demonize long enough and destroy its character, you can take down and you can destroy. All right? Happened with the Black Panther Party. You know what I'm saying? To demonize that. Anything that's great for us or something that we idolize or that we hold in high regards, which is our life, in this case, we hold in high regards, they try to demonize it. So what I'm saying to you is, if I was able to wear my Black Lives Matter shirt today, or my hat away, I'm going to proudly wear it. Do not let that even faze you any kind of way. Now, was she right by, here's the question for y'all, was she right by saying he should not be wearing a Black Lives Matter mask in the bank? Woo?
Okay, you're witnessing white fragility, white privilege. Okay, she has a certain feeling. Okay, I don't give a damn how you feel, because when that person wears that mask, right, that has absolutely no effect on her life, her people. It doesn't kill anyone, doesn't segregate anyone, doesn't prevent them from getting jobs, etc. That's the first thing. The second thing, she's taking something that she equates with negative. You know what she equates with negative? My black ass on the show with a hoodie on and a hat. If I walked into the bank dressed exactly the way I am now, with $1 million from BKS1 Radio to put into the bank, she would have a problem with that, because she feels like I represent. Doesn't mean that it does. It's how she feels. White supremacist says, and white fragility and Karens and et cetera, they care more about their feelings than they do about our lives. All we are saying, and I am so sick, I agree with my boss, we were talking about, I'm so sick and tired of explaining to people why I am a human being and why I mattered. If everything was the way it was supposed to be, it would not need to be said. And I applaud the bank, because I guess times are starting to change. Because back when me and you was coming up, she would get supported. Listen, watch this. Blonde-haired, blue-eyed white woman wearing the sociopath, Trump, which to me is equivalent to a Nazi sticker or whatever. Right. No one cares how you feel anymore. Now they used to. As a matter of fact, she had the power to kill me, to lynch me, to have the police attack me, whatever, just because a white woman said something about that. All you're talking about is your feelings. Well, my feelings get hurt. Sometimes I get triggered by the police. Sometimes I get triggered by the rebel flag. Sometimes I get triggered when somebody goes, yeehaw. Guess what? No one cares. I still got to move forward. I still got to go into the bank. Whether that man got a swastika on, says yeehaw or whatever. It doesn't matter how I feel. It's the actions that are important. And that man didn't do any action to prevent her from using the bank.
But again, this is where we got to start controlling our own narrative. So everybody that's listening, remember this, man. When you see a post, right, from other people, right, that don't look like us, and you see a post, and you see them put in that comment section, BLM. Well, BLM, blah, 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 is this, and BLM is that. No. Correct them. It is not BLM for me. It is Black Lives Matter for me. Because BLM, when you start saying BLM, that's bacon, lettuce, and mayonnaise.
Yeah, that's true.
It could be anything.
Yeah, of course.
Bacon, lettuce, and mayonnaise.
Okay.
Right?
Yes.
Just like MAGA. It can be anything, technically, right? No, it is Black Lives Matter. Do not say BLM to me. I'm not rocking a BLM hat. I'm not rocking a BLM shirt. I'm rocking Black Lives Matter. You know why? Because I don't want you to get it twisted. I don't want you to get it confused. I don't want you to start making up what you think it means when you see that. When you see us wear that, it means Black Lives Matter. And it's that simple. It is that simple. Black Lives Matter. Our lives matter. And ask anybody that has a problem with Black Lives Matter, ask them, do Black Lives matter to you? Just ask them that simple question. Sir, you have a lot of problem with when you see Black Lives Matter or people saying Black Lives Matter. Let me ask you, sir or ma'am, does a Black life matter to you? It is that simple. Don't run BLM with me.
So this is what I would like to say. People like that have a negative connotation for the Nation of Islam. I don't. I'll wear Nation of Islam gear if I feel like it, wherever the hell I want to, even though I'm not in the nation. The nation gave me my name, for instance. Those type of people say that the Black Panthers were a terrorist organization. I beg to differ. Look, I'm never surprised when they try to turn the narrative to dehumanize us. Remember when they used to call you a gook because they was at war with you? So what they do with the propaganda is they try to demonize you and make you less than human so that it makes it okay. It makes it okay for them to kill us. Okay, that's what you do. What I'm going to do for Dawood, whether it's BLM, Black Lives Matter, spelled out completely, the Black Panthers, whether the Black Power Fist, whatever. That's who I am. Okay, here's the thing. The problem is people like that are being depowered. The problem is people are starting not to care how she feels. Last time I'm checked, I'm black man. And white supremacists don't give a care how I feel. They don't care about my feelings and they don't care about my life. So I understand how the other side demonizes me. What I'll say is I got a platform thanks to you, and I'm going to spin the narrative. I'm not interested in her narrative. I don't care what she thinks or what she feels. You know, the idea that I literally have to say my life matters doesn't say anything about me. It says something about the society that doesn't recognize that my life matters.
Facts.
I'm not the bad guy here.
Facts.
And I don't care how you feel about it.
Facts.
Go call the police and shoot me like you do. Like
here's the thing, right? Here's the thing.
Man, come on.
And again, we're gonna clarify because my thing is I'm tired of trying to reprogram people or to teach.
I'm done teaching. I'm done.
Caucasians, anything. Either you get it
or you don't.
And if you don't get it, go somewhere else to find the research.
And if you don't want to get it,
stop coming to me because either we cool or I'm your black friend or I'm your black coworker or whatever the case may be. You learn for yourself what's right and what's wrong.
Exactly.
Certain things are just common sense.
Yes.
Bottom line.
Yes.
Bottom line. And let me say this real quick. And so when you say the thing that all lives matter, you're still missing the point because this common sense that all lives matter. All right.
Who said they didn't?
So again, right? Again, and I got to keep saying this, and I got to keep using this. If I live all the way at the end of the block, and you live totally at the opposite end, damn near half a mile away from each other. You live at one end of the block, I live at one end of the block. If my house is burning, all right, I'm equating that to black people because our house is burning right now.
And been burning.
If my house is burning, the attention needs to be on what? The burning house.
Yes.
All right. Your house matters too. Your house matters.
But it's not on fire.
But it's not on fire. And it's all the way at the other end of the block.
Right.
Y'all get me? So your house matters, but right now, in order to save everything, we need to extinguish the fire on what? On my house. You feel me? So right now our house is burning. All right? It's us that's being gunned down by law enforcement.
Absolutely.
It's us that's being killed by eating ice cream in our home, in our own homes.
Right.
It's us that's being killed for just being out in the street when we get the knee on our neck. It's us right now.
Right.
Our house is burning right now. So the attention needs to be focused on what? On our life right now. That's all we mean by Black Lives Matter. All right? Right now our house is burning. Yours is not. Ours is. So that's all it means. So I have to break it down that way. And then, as Lauryn Hill would say, sometimes you got to put an MF in there, so you simple, man, because understand. Sometimes just so you can understand or whatever. So I have to break it down that way. Our house is burning right now. All right, so
General, I'm a human being. I've been a human being. I've been a human being since my sojourn in this country over 400 years ago. I'm no longer explaining that. You either get it or you don't. And here's why I don't care. Whether I explain or whether I don't, I'm viewed as a threat. They're afraid of me. If I scream and yell, if I Uncle Tom, it doesn't matter. The color of my skin produces fear in a lot of these people. And I'm like, damn, I'm the one that's supposed to be afraid. You constantly perpetrate violence against me, but you want to tell me that I'm the violent one. You want to tell me I don't have a right to defend myself, protect my family, be independent and articulate, to be angry, to exercise my constitutional right. I don't give a damn what you feel or what you think. My people are the ones that are dying. Get it or don't. If you're a sociopath, if you're a racist, okay. But I'm not going to get like, General, we have an opportunity to change the narrative, and that's what we do. And they don't like that. and they don't like the fact that they're losing power and they're losing privilege, and that every little whim in their mind, like a child, is indulged. No.
And we have to stop allowing other people to change our narrative.
Right.
And that's
right.
what I'm really.
And that's what we're doing
right
with
now.
this program right now.
And that's what, because listen,
that's why BKS1 is here. Change the narrative.
Trying to tell y'all straight up what it is, man. Listen, you're not gonna try to stop me from loving myself.
And I don't have to ask permission to be a man or a human being or to be black.
Right, I'm really. And that's what we're doing.
No doubt. Turn your radio down, your computer down in the back. Caller from the 404. State your name when you're calling from. You're on the Man Cave Show. What's good?
Hey, what's happening? Miss y'all guys, man.
What's up, man? What's going on,
baby?
Yo, man, these niggas going crazy down here in Philly. You know I'm not too far away from Philly.
Yeah, Philly is crazy.
They are going ape shit.
Right.
Really?
Right.
What have you been seeing? What have you been witnessing?
I flew through there, man. I'm just looking at it. I turned back around and came back to Atlantic City, man. I'm like, yo, they are like freaking out. I'm talking. Philly's the type of town they like enough's enough.
Right.
They're like, they shot that boy. I'm talking just like y'all done showed many programs or many clips where a white man had a knife and a machete.
Mm-hmm. Right, that's what we do.
Trying to talk to him.
Yes.
They shot that boy. And they went to that boy's house a couple of times before they shot him.
Right.
They went there a couple of times, from my understanding. They went there a couple of times. They had a couple of calls there. And I guess the second or third call, they just went out there and they just started, and they knew he had a mental problem.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And they ain't having it in Philly.
Yeah, man. I mean, sad state we in right now, and that's another thing too, man. We gotta discuss it. And again, it's funny how people don't attribute the current climate with this particular president in office with a lot of these things that are that go on.
The climate he's creating.
And
they don't hold him accountable for shit.
And then because it's such a climate out there,
right,
there's more disregard for our lives. Because now think about it. Like I said, Chauvin was released, the charges were lessened, and everything on them. They're gonna continue to do this more because, you know what I'm saying? Because again, when you got somebody in office that's saying it's okay to act this way, you got somebody in office that's saying it's okay to say these certain type of things.
What happens when we retaliate to the point to where they got to bring out the National Guard? I'm telling you,
it's going to happen.
Philly is the one. Mark my words. Philly is the one that's going to set it off. So I guarantee you, if that shit would happen in Newark,
So I would like to say something. I'm hopeful because why? First, when we complained and said this was happening, they told us to shut up. It doesn't really happen. The police are here to protect and serve. Then they show you clip after clip after clip after clip, and black people's like, see, I told you so. Here's where I have a monicum, a slither of hope. Mm-hmm. When they executed George Floyd, and black people were just paralyzed.
Amy, we're going to deal with that question next.
Black people were paralyzed. Like, we were without words because of the brutality, the lack of humanity. You know what I saw? The planet Earth. The planet white people, but I seen the planet Earth. The world said no more. And so that was the first time I felt like, wow. The planet,
everybody came together,
recognizes our humanity, and not just these white supremacists. The whole world said no.
And see, and I gotta say this.
That gives me hope.
Just because we starting to love ourselves, it doesn't mean we don't love y'all. And that's the whole thing too. Being pro-black doesn't mean anti-white. It never did. You know what I'm saying? It's just saying right now, we got some issues that we need to deal with right now. All right, we got some problems right now because y'all not treating us right, and that's basically what we're saying. Real quick, Amy.
What did Amy say?
Interesting question though. She said, "I am and thank you, Cass. Thanks for calling in, bro. We
respect, love you, baby."
Oh, no problem, man. You know, stay on the tube a little bit more.
Dig it. Stand on the square. We got you.
No doubt. Go
ahead.
All right. And y'all could call in. The phone number is
646-233-1302.
Hold on. Let me put that number up for y'all right now. Just
646.
Y'all want to call in. You see it there, right at the top, right above my head. I think it's right there. Y'all see it right there.
Right.
646-233-1302. Y'all see that? Okay.
Let read Amy's.
All right, let's read Amy's comment right here. Okay, so she says, I am a biracial woman.
Go ahead.
I've been dealing with racism all my life.
Mm-hmm.
How about we talk about black on black racism? I'm light skinned. I get hate from darker skinned women all the time. Racism is everywhere. There's a difference between racism and colorism.
Or prejudice.
Yeah, prejudice.
Racism has to have power behind it.
Yeah, colorism. You know, that's an inner problem. It's funny because Bill Duke and Channing Barry, Bill Duke and Channing Barry, they got together to do a film called Dark Skin.
Go ahead.
Dark Skin Girls. And I think he got one called Light Skin Girls too. There's one out like
Respect.
that, whatever like that. But it was dealing with that colorism issue, how we have problems like that. I mean, you know what? That's layers. That's a layer. And that's more of an internal problem. You know, that's an internal problem. I call that an internal problem with the colorism. You know,
I like to speak
light skinned girls,
right.
dark skinned girls, whatever like that. You know, showing prejudice towards somebody just because they're lighter hue.
I think that's a prejudice and not a racist.
Yeah, but it's colorism though.
Right, colorism. Right.
Yeah, it's colorism.
Which is part of the disease that we suffer.
Yeah.
Right.
That's an internal problem that we have. We do have within our race. We get that. But 9 times out of 10, we're not killing each other for that either.
We're just hurting our feelings.
Yeah, we hurting our
each other's feelings.
And it makes us sad.
And it demeans us because we're sick and mentally ill.
And all of that.
Right.
You know, it's different. But I don't see a lot of people with colorism issues killing each other and hanging each other and lynching each other. And but that is a problem though. That is an issue.
I would just like to say to Amy, as a light-skinned person myself, I also have faced that. You don't say.
That's why it comes across like that on the camera.
So
go ahead.
Beige unite. So as a person with a dark-skinned father, a light-skinned mother, as a person with a dark-skinned son and a light-skinned, I've experienced, walking with my son, is that your father? Or someone saying to the mother of my children, is that your daughter because she's light-skinned, she's dark-skinned? That's a thing. It's horrible, and it exists. So, and I'm not denying that. Right now, I'm on white supremacy and the fact that it continues to kill us. Now, I completely agree that exists. But to me, racism has power to control it. Me being light-skinned or you being dark-skinned, outside of me insulting you or you losing a date, that don't pull no gun on you. That don't prevent you from getting a house or a job loan. That doesn't put you in a food desert, this type of thing. So while I would agree, and I'm also the victim of that, guess what? Biracial, light-skinned, dark-skinned. Guess what? Nigerian and Trinidadian and Jamaican. You black. And you
Black
catch
is black.
hell.
Yeah.
And guess what? And when they stop your black ass son, Amy, he gonna get the same as when they stop my son, Norm's son, or Nigerian son. That's what I would just like. But I hear you. I definitely hear you.
Yeah, the bigger, and Amy said truth, but we need to stick together. Yeah, we know that. We've been knowing that.
No,
for
we
years.
on cold, baby.
Yeah,
no doubt.
Yeah, definitely. And,
No doubt.
And
We
now
on
is the
cold,
time
baby.
more than ever that we all need to be on code.
Right.
All right. So that really don't matter. I don't care, light skin, dark skin. None of that never really mattered to me, whatever. And it can.
You black, brother. Period.
And only times that can affect your unemployment is as far as being lighter or darker. How I actually seen it with our own people. I've known black-owned companies, media companies that would hire
Look at every female black news anchor in the country. They're light-skinned.
The light-skinned.
Of course. With a weave.
Black person.
Yeah, of course.
With the weave over the dark-skinned sister.
Of
you know what I'm saying?
course.
That's why I got a lot of respect for MSNBC. I forgot the anchor now that she's like an anchor now, one of the head anchors now, and she has her own show. She's on MSNBC. She recently replaced one of the big dogs over there as head anchor or whatever like that. But shout out to MSNBC. And things are changing though.
And I would like to say, don't take this the wrong way. I love all black women, light skin, dark skin. I love to see that Michelle Obama is not my complexion with green contacts and weave. And neither are her daughter. Wouldn't be anything wrong with that because obviously I have a light skinned child. But the representation that says I'm not trying to change my skin color, change my hair, put some contact lenses in my eyes, get all this plastic surgery, that there's a representation of someone that's clearly black. Moving on.
No doubt. Shout out to everybody on the check-in. So we got to show this clip. Now, see, here's what we don't see that much, right? A lot of times it's funny. People equate.
You're on the air, sir? No.
Yeah, I'm on the air. Yeah. People equate a lot of times when they see this rivalry with Biden supporters versus Trump supporters. When you say Biden supporters versus Trump supporters, you see it as black versus white, and it's not. It's not. Or it's it's Democrat versus Republican, right? Or it's just immoral behavior versus decent
behavior, right?
Decency, moral behavior,
and compassion.
Yes. So it's those two. Okay. Now I'm gonna show y'all something right now. Now none of us is involved, right? But look who's going at it right now. I'm gonna show y'all a clip.
Boss, play the whole clip with the sound effect.
Yeah, I'm gonna show them the clip. I'm gonna show y'all the clip right now.
You'll see why I'm laughing.
Let's go.
Oh! Hey! Stay away from him! I will fucking hurt you! Fuck you! You want to back up, Alpha. I will hit that bastard! You will talk about my boy! I will slap the goddamn taste out of you! No violence! Joe Biden's your president!
No violence.
I feel that way.
No violence.
Let me tell you something, you aborted bastard. You're a retroactive.
Now, these are Biden supporters facing off with Trump supporters.
Hey! Stay away from him. I will fucking hurt you. Fuck you! You want to back up, Alpha. I will hit that bastard. You will talk about my boy. I will slap the goddamn taste out of you.
No violence.
Joe Biden's your president.
No violence.
Yo, but you seeing the craziness? You seen the craziness? Then what does that? No, seriously, what does that say to you though, bro?
It says, "Let me tell you something, you aborted bastard. You are retroactive." What's 2 plus 2?
So it's not just us. That's all I'm saying. It's not just us. A lot of people are heated, fired up, compassionate about this whole
and
election,
speaking their mind.
And they're speaking their mind, man.
And they're not taking the high ground all the time.
You see how those Biden supporters look, right? So it's not just us. It's not just us, man.
Country accent.
People want change. People want some type of decency restored,
justice, morality
in the White House,
humanity.
Man. And that's what this whole thing is about.
Yes.
Listen. I ain't got like everything that Biden do, has done or whatever like that, because everybody want to use that whole past incident or whatever. Like we talked about that 300 million times.
Yeah, we have.
But I do know that we'll be a lot better off once we change who's in the White House right now, because he don't got love for nobody but himself.
Right.
And he demonstrated that when he left them damn people out in the cold.
The orange sociopath.
Yeah, no doubt.
Come on, fam. Get out, man.
No doubt.
That was horrible, by the way. Just saying. Nope. You leaving people in the cold to freeze to death?
Yeah. Let me go back and read some comments. Shout out to Monica Williams on the check-in. Shout out to Kim Sharif. There's a comment I want to go back when we was talking about BLM and Black Lives Matter and wearing paraphernalia at your job. So Kim Sharif said, I know with my job, I am not allowed to wear my BLM mask, but I can wear my other masks with wording on it. So you can't wear Black Lives Matter.
She says she can't wear BLM. Is she allowed to wear mask. Black spelled out, live spelled out, matter spelled out?
I don't know. Kim, answer that.
Okay.
Diva, answer that. Are you allowed to wear a mask that says and fully spells out Black Lives Matter? But she says I can wear my other mask with wording on it.
Oh, you're saying other words.
Yeah, with
but
other
you
words.
Can't wear the words. Like, I got you, baby. I got you.
Now, some jobs
can't wear those words.
Look at the NFL and NBA now. You can sport that right on the back of the jersey now. Black Lives Matter.
On the sneakers.
On the
sneakers.
NFL. In the NFL too. That's a job. That's a corporation, right? Starbucks is allowing you to do that now.
Right.
Now they're allowing you to do that,
right,
or whatever like that, because they know most people with common sense know that statement is just what it says. Black Lives Matter.
And so when you went from,
it's not a gang, it's not a terrorist organization.
So
it's
when you
like
went,
stop killing. It's basically saying stop killing us.
So when you went from fire the sons of bitches, right, to today, NFL players wearing Black Lives Matter on their sneakers and on bandanas and on their shirt, that's a change, and I'm happy about the change.
Right,
what can I tell you?
Right.
I know what side I'm on, so there you go.
Right. Then going to another subject. Kim Street said, I've been at my job at least 10 months. There is a lady there, a lady here who jumps off the elevator when everyone jumps off the elevator
when everyone gets on.
When everyone gets on. Yesterday, she finally asked my name. Oh, okay.
I guess she jump off the elevator when black folks come on and jump.
All right. Monica Williams said, Norm, good way to explain colorism versus racism.
Right.
Sandy said, I have seen light-skinned women be prejudiced against dark-skinned people, too.
Absolutely.
Either way, it's ridiculous. Yeah,
yes,
I agree.
True.
And then Monica goes on to say, the root of even us killing each other can stem from some historical issues. Not that it's right when we harm each other, but we got to get to the roots and deal with how we move forward.
Absolutely agree, my sister.
Yes. Shout out to Abdullah Dykes on the check-in.
It's learned behavior.
Kim said, what's the number? Hold on, we're going to give it to you. It is right here. Look right above my, see me pointing up? That's where the number is. All right, 6, 4, 6, 2, 3, 3, 1, 3, 0, 2.
Booyaka shot.
That's the number. Yeah. Call in if you like to make a statement.
Yeah, please call in. Let's talk about
anything we're discussing.
Agreed, disagree, call in.
Yep, 646-233-1302. All right. So I'll leave it up there.
And please call in.
Yes. But all right. So while we waiting on that call in, we're gonna lighten it up real quick, and then we're gonna go get heavy again. This is something, y'all tell me if I'm wrong or not, right? I just think sometimes people do some nasty things, right? Just some nasty things. I could not, if I had my child in the car,
go ahead,
right? Mm-hmm. And I had a piece of food, right? I was eating some food and the child wanted the food. I couldn't sit it up on the dashboard, right?
I've seen a clip already.
Chicken.
That's why I'm
talking. I couldn't sit it on the dashboard and then give it to my child to eat.
You got to show them. They don't understand. They don't understand.
Do y'all think this is inappropriate? Because according to this person,
they don't understand.
They said a lot of people do this. Have y'all done this? If y'all done it, would y'all be honest enough to say that y'all done this? Okay. I'm about to show the clip.
Please run the clip, sir.
All right, here's the clip. So listen real good. Watch what this lady does.
Pay attention.
We'll let the clip run twice. All right, here it goes.
So does anybody else do this? Because this is how I cool my baby's food down before I give it to him while we're in the car. Quick, easy, fast. Yep. So does anybody else do this? Because this is how I cool my baby's food down before I give it to him while we're in the car. Quick, easy, fast. Yep. So does anybody else do this? Because
now, I don't know what happened to the rest of the clip, because in the rest of the clip, it pans down. You see the baby with the little chicken nugget in the. Okay, so.
That's all that gave us, right?
So yeah, so you put a chicken nugget in the filthy vent of your car and fed that poison to your baby. Okay, we're taking from
that. Caller from the 973. State your name where you calling from. You on the Man Cave Show. What's up?
You know it's the Diva. How are you?
Hey, Diva. How you doing? Welcome to the show.
I'm good. Welcome to the new gentleman on the panel. I missed my two brothers, but I'm glad to see you back on the air.
Thank you.
Okay, so this is the thing. I work in a hospital, and we are required to wear masks when we go into certain parts of the hospital. I am not allowed to wear, because I did wear it one day and was chastised harshly for it. Cannot wear my Black Lives Matter mask. But I do have a mask that says mask on, mask off. Either way, I'm cute. I can wear that all day.
See,
but I can't wear the other one.
Did you ask why?
Of course I did, because I was like, well, it's a mask. Why can't I wear it? It supports they said it would support. It would look like It would look like the hospital was supporting, taking sides on political issues. So it's deemed a political mask.
Is that political though? I just want to know.
Hey.
Saying your life matters. Saying your life matters is political, or is it human?
I guess in their eyes it's political.
So I too work at a hospital, and they got these rules and regulations and about a lot of things. I'm not saying it's right. Like, if you say like, okay, I want to have a prayer service, it can't just be Christian or Muslim or this or that. Just gotta kind of label it as that. I know one time I wore my Million Man March baseball cap on. No one said anything, but I got looks, and I'm gonna tell you, Human Resources does not recognize my black militant ass. Like Human Resources, when Human Resources come down on you and they put them regulations on you that says, look, it means this and it means that, and it really doesn't, bruh, you could definitely get killed.
Do me a favor. I'm just curious. Diva, help us with this experiment. All right, help. Get a mask that says animals have rights too.
Oh, please.
Get a mask that says.
Don't. We already know.
Animals have rights too, right?
We already know.
No, wear that. Wear that to your job. If you get no complaints and if there's no problems, what is the difference between saying animals have rights too? Because we do know that dogs have more rights than the life of black people.
Yeah, black
than
people,
the lives of black people.
Absolutely.
We do know that. So wear a mask that says animal has rights too, and see if you get reprimanded for that, or if you get in trouble for that. If you don't get in trouble for that or reprimanded for that,
I just need to know one thing.
What?
I just need to know one thing. If they fire me, if BKS hire me as their personal chef, I'm not.
But why would they fire you for that?
Because I'm going to tell you, because according to them, it's political. Like, I have a mask on now that just says Diva. That's fine, because it's not stating how I feel about something, or, you know what I'm saying? Anything that has, as they would say in my air quote, political awareness, you are not allowed to wear it.
Okay.
And what I would also like to say, Diva, we see your heart, because I work in that environment. Listen, you want to go to the union and Human Resources and get suspended and hire a lawyer.
The problem. My job is not a unionized job. I wish it was.
Oh,
my job is not a unionized job.
Oh, so that means that without the union, they could trump up some stuff and try to terminate her. Right. Or while she's trying to fight it, she's suspended. Now she's suspended, ain't got no money coming in, still got to pay a lawyer. It's not cool. Right. So I know your heart, sister, and I know exactly what this is how it is out here. This is the facts. This is how it go. Yep. She doesn't have union. That means she doesn't have representation. They will put something up in their law and regulations and be like, "You're fired."
Facts.
And good luck.
Facts.
And get your lawyer. We don't care.
Facts.
That's true.
Diva, we want to thank you for calling in, and thanks for
and by the way, there is a difference between a candied yam and a sweet potato.
Go ahead.
There is a difference?
Yes.
So there is a vegetable just called the yam.
Yes.
And there's another vegetable called the sweet potato.
Yes. The yam looks more like a yucca.
Oh my God, I learned something.
It has that bark.
And yams are different colors.
That bark.
Yams are different colors too.
So then what am I allergic to? Because when the doctor gave me that test to see all the foods I was allergic to and found out I was allergic to fish and seafood, they also said I'm allergic to sweet potato. So does that mean I can eat yams?
The sweet potato is the orangey looking potato.
Right.
The yam has like a bark flesh to it. It looks like a yucca.
So all right, this is what I'm gonna do. This Thanksgiving,
I'm
gonna eat some yams. If I get sick, Diva,
No.
I'm coming to your hospital.
I can tell you the difference.
I'm coming to your hospital for treatment.
So the yam got that more yellowish type of. I got you. I see what you're saying.
I better get free treatment at the hospital.
and you know what?
Come on, Dad. I'll bring you all the wings you want.
All right. Thanks for look.
Matter of fact, Come on down. I'll bring you all the buns and balls you want.
All right, D. That's what I want right there. Thanks for calling, Diva. We appreciate you.
Respect.
All right.
All right.
I'm
And
going
how
back
many
to work.
people
See y'all
have
later.
had? How many people have sweet potato and yams mixed together in a pot? They didn't tell you what it was. They just said
doubt.
sweet potato. All right, go ahead.
Shout out to my dude, T-Funk, a.k.a. Tony Hustle.
What up?
Yeah, salute to my dude right there. We got some things in the mix popping that we about to get popping. And then salute to you, man. Keep doing what you're doing. Love you, fam. Now, I'm glad I cleared that up. So now I'm easy.
Right.
All right, so we're gonna transition onto this over here. Shout out to LeBron. LeBron is about to produce the documentary on the Tulsa Race Massacre. On the Tulsa Race Massacre. You know, the Black Wall Street Massacre.
Yeah, you dropped the bomb on me.
Yeah. So,
baby,
salute to him for that. They got multiple documentaries about that out already. And first of all, salute to the king for doing that. I appreciate that.
That's who he is.
I want to see a movie, a full-scale, multi-million-dollar budgeted, big blockbuster movie like Schindler's List.
Yes.
Like Pearl Harbor.
Yes.
On Black Wall Street. How it got started.
And how it ended.
And how it ended.
And who ended it and why.
And I want the full details and all of that. Now, this is where I think when we talk about Tyler Perry and we talk about Spike Lee, we can't talk about John Singleton no more. God rest his soul. But all of the leading
or Eddie Murphy,
F. Gary Gray, all these cats
Denzel
need to come together and put together a mega movie about Black Wall Street. I think that would be phenomenal. All right. Spike, you know, bruh, put She's Gotta Have It on hold.
Right.
Tyler Perry, put Medea and the Dresses on hold. All y'all cats, put your whatever y'all doing, put it on hold for a minute and come together and brainstorm on making a mega blockbuster movie about Black Wall Street. And so people can see what we are capable of having. Because when you guys a dude saying stuff like, and let me get the comment straight from Kushner. Kushner made a comment in reference to that black people have to want to be successful. He said black people have to want to be successful. You think we don't want to be successful? You think we never tried to be successful? You don't think that's on our goals when we come out of the womb eventually is to be successful? So you saying we have to want to be successful. Did we during Tulsa we didn't want to be successful? Let's reiterate. Let's go back, Mr. Kushner. And Kushner is Trump's son-in-law. He said black people have to want to be successful. Okay. So, Black Wall Street, we had our own hospital. We had our own doctor's office, our own law firms, our own airport, our own banks. We had our own everything. It got destroyed and it got burnt down. Supposedly the reason was black man steps in the elevator with a white woman. Supposedly he touched her. So you destroyed a whole community. You burnt down a whole community over this Caucasian lady. Supposedly. Or was it because we proved beyond a shadow of a doubt that when we come together, when we unite, when we not beefing over petty things, that we can have whatever we want to have. We can have our own wealth. Black Wall Street was setting the model for our future.
So,
but it was destroyed. It was burnt down.
Were we successful in Reconstruction when we had congressmen and senators right after slavery? Were we successful? Were we successful with the Negritude movement and the Harlem Renaissance movement? Were we successful? Was Black Wall Street successful? Was the Civil Rights Movement successful? Were black exploitation movies successful? Are we successful in sports? here's my question. Leave us the F alone. Because every single time I point to you our success, I can also point to you our destruction, whether it was physically or financially. Last time I checked, Harlem is still there. But is not now Harlem gentrified? So it was our stronghold. Just one instance. For instance, we had this particular stronghold, and now it's now gone. Okay, so the black bus companies and the black banks and the black communities that we built, was that not dismantled by desegregation? No, sir. No, Mr. Kushner. My question is, why don't you leave us alone? Because if you leave us alone, we can be successful. And what is your success based on? Is it based on 400 years of free labor?
Well,
every major legacy corporation got its capital and its finance from us. They didn't call us lazy then when it was free. Now, after they made that illegal, they upped the program by criminalizing you, putting you in jail, and making money off of you again. So, if you are fair, just, and logical, do me a favor. Number 1, leave me alone. Number 2, restore me with reparations. Number 3, do me a favor. All that money you took from me and mine, give it back. I don't care if I buy rims and chicken fries. Give back what you took.
I'm just saying,
period.
Stop stacking the deck against us. That's all. That's all I'm saying. Like, let's take this call. Caller from the 315. State your name, where you calling from. You on the Man Cave Show. What's up?
Hey, it's Mike, 315. How you guys doing?
Brother Mike. Break it down. So it's broke, brother.
Mike, what's up? What's good?
Break it down, Mike.
Not much. Just headed home. Just dropped the wife off so she could do some homework at her mom's house because I don't have Wi-Fi at my place. I'm on a farm in East Jesus nowhere.
Mike and his horses.
But,
how you been, bro? What's going on? What's on your mind?
I'm doing okay. Surviving. I didn't tell you guys a couple months ago. My dad and my grandma passed away, and
I'm sorry to hear
that. It's been a little rough.
God bless you, sir.
Sorry to hear that, bro.
Sorry for your loss.
I'm surviving.
Yes, sir.
Yes. But honestly, I could throw this, we could go on this giant tangent about Kushner, but why are we even talking about this guy? The only qualifications he only ever had was that he could suck Donald Trump's dick instead of Ivanka's.
Where's the clap? I didn't say that.
I mean, like, his entire business is built off of the fraud of his father, and it was Chris Christie that put his father in prison, and then Trump comes in, puts Chris Christie on the back burner, and now Jared Kushner was given the qualifications to fix everything in the country. He hasn't done shit for police reform. He hasn't done shit for the economy. He hasn't done anything for healthcare reform. Why are we all still talking about this dude? There's no reason why he should even be in that White House.
Man,
there's no reason.
Listen,
my brother from the other mother, Mike, off the farm with the horses.
Yeah.
The veteran.
Yeah, man.
Fought for his country.
Yeah. Shout out to Mike, man. Again, in case y'all don't know, he fought for this country.
Yes.
He's a veteran and everything.
And he's also Caucasian.
Yeah, he just happens to be Caucasian
white
as well.
That's my brother, Mike.
Yeah, I love Mike. So did you vote already, Mike? Did you vote already?
I am probably going to vote tomorrow or the day after. I just figuring out a time in which I can go out to do it. I mean, I've got my voter mail-in thing, but it's been really hard for me to decide whether I am going to vote or not. I think it has come down to one deciding factor, honestly. And there's so many things for me, but to be quite honest, I can't not vote when I'm seeing people with actual swastika tattoos out there taking photos of themselves at photo booths voting. I can't get past that. Like, I'm seeing pictures of these people with swastikas standing next to Trump statues, pictures, all this stuff, and they're so proud. I mean, like, I understand, I think more than anybody, that the Democratic Party is probably just as corrupt as the Republican Party.
Yes.
They're probably both. The corruption doesn't know one side less than the other.
Mm-hmm.
But at this point, it's very clear that one of the things that we are voting on is women's rights, equal rights for minority groups.
That's right.
And the fact that on the ballot box right now, voting for Trump is working against those very things.
Absolutely.
Right.
It was just, I think, 3 days ago or 4 days ago, Donald Trump signed a joint document with 20 other of the most authoritarian nations on the planet saying that women don't have a right to abortion.
Wow.
So Mike, if I may,
and they just put in Amy Coney Barrett, who's going to straight up go against Roe versus Wade.
Right, 6-3 Supreme Court. So Mike, can you speak to two things? Voter suppression, three things, and then what they've done with the mailboxes taken away, and also the influence of Russia and China. It's been proved in the last election that Russia affected the outcome, and it's been proved, and they're saying that it happened again. Can you just speak to us about that, sir, please?
Well, on one side of it, the intelligence arms of the Russian military and the Chinese military are full-blown to keep Donald Trump in office. And there's a very specific tactical benefit that Russia and China gain from this. Very simply put, there is no global coalition against China or Russia or their expansionism as long as Donald Trump is in office. So China can continue to expand. It can continue to put all of Africa into one giant debt trap. It can force over 500,000 Tibetans into labor camps and over 1 million Uyghur Muslims in Xinjiang. And it can clamp down on Hong Kong. It can force its way onto the Taiwanese island without having to fight anybody because everybody's against Donald Trump. Because China's doing very good at making Trump look bad. But Trump is also making it very easy for China to expand because of the coronavirus. The world could have looked to the United States for our medical expertise and our money and our wealth and our abilities and our supplies. It could have looked to us. And the whole world has now looked to the second strongest economy in the world to prop everybody up. So there's a lot to be made in terms of benefits for the Russian and Chinese militaries by allowing Donald Trump to stay in office. And the other thing that they need to do is to make sure that both sides of the aisle are so skewed that no vote would make sense. So China has its foot in Biden's camp, and it has its foot in Trump's camp. That's the most disturbing thing about it, because right now the Democrats are saying Russia is all behind the Trumps, and the Trumpists are saying China's all behind the Bidens. And the way that they're doing that is trying to ridiculously connect Joe Biden's laptop to China, which is this whole ridiculous thing. Because what the Republicans are also trying to do is they are trying to pin the sex trafficking scandal of Jeffrey Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell. They are trying adamantly to tie that to Hunter Biden.
Wow.
They're very much so, even to the point that the Trumpists in their small groups are saying that Hunter Biden got a foot job from his niece, and Joe Biden knew about it and didn't say anything, and knew that Hunter Biden was selling access to the White House.
So my question,
but that's no different. Go ahead. What's your question?
Does anyone have any vested interest in exposing Donald Trump's sexual peccadillos and all his accusations? No. No, we talking.
Say the question. Well, say the question one more time so I get it.
Does anyone have a vested interest into exposing Donald Trump's alleged sexual peccadillos and raping and the things that he's into sexually? Why have those things disappeared off the scene, and now all of a sudden is Biden's son getting a foot job from whatever?
Well, it's a perfect question. I got a good answer for you. The Trump camp has had the Biden's laptop for a year before any of this even started to come to the surface. This information only comes to the surface when it is most advantageous for those who are campaigning. So the people with the most invested in exposing this thing would actually be Russia and China. We have to assume that these other adversarial nations know exactly what was going on Epstein's Island. If they know the truth of it, they're willing to hang on to it until the moment when it's going to hurt us the most.
But Epstein...
So that's why they're just waiting on those things.
But Epstein rocked with both Democrat and Republican. Weren't the Russians our enemies? What happened with that, bro? Weren't they our enemies? Aren't we traitors for dealing with them or whatever? Go ahead.
it's a mixed thing. When it comes to like space exploration and missile technology, they are a vital, crucial ally. We wouldn't have a space program if it wasn't for Russian rockets.
Okay.
When it comes to like things like adversarial aspects of it, Russia wants to expand into Eastern Europe. It wants to expand its influence into those areas where the U.S., as for decades propped up Western Europe, wants to fight against it. It's very much this dumb, like, Cold War, capitalism versus socialism thing and stuff like that. It's very outdated and stupid in many ways. It's kind of like the Russians are in some ways adversarial, but I would say like 70% of the time, they're just the bogeyman that people bring up in conversation to say, those are the bad guys. Don't focus on the U.S. government or the corruption in our own government. The corruption is in somebody else's government, someplace across the ocean.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I think that's where a lot of that comes up. Do I think that they're adversarial to us? I think, yes, absolutely. But I think in different ways than the American people think.
Okay.
I think most people that are saying today that Russia is adversarial are the same people who were like 20 years ago saying that there's 1 million Russian troops on Canada's border and they're just ready to flood in. Like it's the same group of people. They're just, their story has changed a little bit.
Here's a question I got for
you. When it comes to voter sorry, you said something about voter suppression. I think the one big thing that I've got to say about that is Trump's census. The census gives the administration a far more accurate count of who will or won't vote and on which ways they will vote. So overall, if you have an organization that's controlling our election security, if that same group of people who control our election security are outside of our government, but they have an accurate count of how many people will and won't vote and how they will vote, then they can make it look however just about they want.
Wow.
And that it is an irrefutable fact that Israel's government is in charge of our entire election process and security.
Wow. Wow.
And who is Donald Trump closest in bed with? It is Netanyahu's corrupt government.
Wow.
Jared Kushner and all of his connections to that and all that stuff. Like even Russia, the back door for Trump in Russia is Chabad.
And doesn't Israel train our police to be vicious? Okay, go ahead, General.
Yeah, no, that's
training
absolutely
that they
true.
do.
All the training, like
and the militarization,
that we're trying to fight against, was trained by Israeli police officers who used it on Palestinians.
Yes. Go ahead, boss. Yes. Thank you,
Mike. Again, bro. We appreciate your input as always, man. And listen,
thank you for being a part of the family.
Yeah. Thanks for being a part of the family, and also again, man, prayers and condolences again to your family, man. Sorry to hear.
God bless you, sir.
Your losses, man. Sorry.
And if I may leave just one little bit, like to be very, very personal with you guys. Like it's been a very tough time, and because of how hard it was to lose my dad, it's gotten me very close to thinking about life and death and what I am willing to die for, really. And I'm going to tell you both here and now, you can tell the whole rest of the world for me, but I am more than willing to give my life to protect the two of you and your community. Yeah. My life is secondary to the safety of the people that I care for. And you two and the black community and minority communities, I will live with you or I will die with you. Plain and simple.
Salute, man. Appreciate you.
Making me cry. Thank
love,
you, sir. Love you, bro.
You ain't going to make me cry, bro.
No, I'm about to cry. And for everyone, this is not a black guy in a hoodie and a baseball cap saying this. It's a white veteran. I'm crying now. Okay, go ahead.
Bro,
thank you so much, bro.
I love you guys.
Love you, man. Thank you.
I genuinely do. And honestly, there's nothing that breathes more life into my life than listening to black people laugh at stuff. There's nothing better than that. I don't care who you are. There's better laugh at things. Like you tell a normal joke to a bunch of white people, and they're like, "Oh, that was funny." You tell that to a black person, they're like, "Ah, ah." Sorry if I just blew up your microphone, but it's the best part of my life.
Yo. Man, have a great day,
Am I right? I'm right, though.
You ain't lying, though. You ain't lying. Appreciate you, brother.
Why, I've never.
Appreciate you, man. Later, bro.
Have a good day,
Mike.
I love love you guys.
Love you
Please
too,
stay safe. I don't know if I'll get to talk to you again before the election happens, but if shit goes down, I'm going to be looking to protect you guys from wherever I am.
Thank you,
No
brother.
doubt.
So
No,
stay
And calling after the election, bro.
Keep your heads up.
all right.
Respect.
Take care, man.
We'll talk to you afterwards.
Yes, sir.
Take care.
Mike on the back of his horse.
Yeah. I can't. Let's read some comments, man.
Oh God, I love Mike.
Let's go back. Let's go back. Walter Pittman said, shout out to Walt. Walt said, wow, real talk, wow. Monica Williams said, oh my gosh, crazy. What about Trump? So sick of people not holding Trump
accountable for anything.
Facts. Monica also said, look at Trump's kids too. If you look at Hunter, facts. Walter said, know your history. Facts. And Monica said, more worried about how we are treated in the U.S. right now than about Russia. Facts. The internal enemies are worse than the external. Yes. Yes. Shout out to Amy. She said, much love, Mike. And
yeah, Mike is the man.
And Walter said, deep. Wow. Yeah, man. I got to clap it up for that brother, man.
And didn't a porn star take a magazine and beat Trump on the butt with?
Beat him on his little orange butt.
He's like, look, I'm on the cover of the magazine. He said, get your fat. Bang, bang.
You know what I meant? I actually meant to ask Mike and
miss
y'all
Mike.
too, man.
Mike gives me hope because I get so down.
So I'm seeing Cube everywhere right now. I'm seeing Ice Cube everywhere right now. He's on every damn talk show.
General, why?
He's on Fox.
Why you do this to me?
He was on CNN. He was on MSNBC. You know, different news outlets. He was on Lisa Ray and Claudia Jordan.
In with this,
Fox.
boss. Really.
And Sill's show, whatever.
Okay.
So here's my thing. So we got past the point of whether anybody thinks Ice Cube is a sellout, whatever like that. Always said, Cube is not a sellout. Now, only thing I ever said about that whole situation about him presenting that plan, that contract with Black America to Trump is that he should have just waited until after the election and presented it to the winner and tried and negotiate, try to get some dealings with the winner of the election, right? Just should have waited because now, again, like I said before, it is used as a tool. It's used as a political tool right now to ding on the front. And then, Ice Cube said over and over again, I'm not playing politics. I'm not playing politics. I'm not playing politics. At the same time, you are. And this way, I don't care who don't like it. And I said I wasn't going to talk about it, but at the same time, you are playing politics because, no, you're not a sellout at all. All right? You're the man that just made a hot song called Arrest the President. Arrest the President. That nigga is Russian intelligence. That's your lyrics. That's Ice Cube's lyrics. All right? And he just made that song. And he was going in on Donald Trump. Right? All right. So at the same time, we also know he's aligned with what's the guy's name that's a part of
business
the
partner,
Big Three, his business partner.
Who owns the Big Three with him.
Yeah, I think he's a Jewish guy, whatever.
I don't know what he is.
He's aligned with that guy, which happens to be a friend to Trump. And it's funny that Mike mentioned that with Netanyahu and all this stuff. But he happens to be a friend with Trump.
Okay.
A friend with
his
Trump.
white business partner
yeah.
is a friend with Trump. Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So, not to say that that's any influence, but it is. This is my friend here. But you just made a song called Arrest the President. That's a deep accusation right there. And then how we take lyrics in hip hop.
Yeah.
That, are you just making this stuff up you rhyming about, or do you believe in what you're rhyming about? Because F the police, when NWA did F the police, they really meant F the police.
Yes.
So now you just recently, not too long ago, made a song called Arrest the President. And said he's Russian intelligence and all of this and that. And you going in on him. Call him the orange, this and that, whatever. So I'm like, okay, boom. All right. Now, here's my thing, y'all. If you're not trying to make anything political, right? If you're not trying to make anything political, and you're Ice Cube and you have access to all these billionaires, right? Because the platinum plan that Trump is trying to make.
That's Trump's plan.
That's Trump's
not the
plan,
contract
right?
with Black America.
Right. They're talking about investing, $500 billion into African-American economy, whatever the case may be, the infrastructure, to straighten us out, right? To reward us, whatever the case may be. Another term for this is welfare. It's basically a welfare plan. So anyway, if you're headed that direction, right? If you coming in with this contract for Black America and all this stuff like that, why couldn't that have been presented to billionaires and millionaires? This is all I'm saying. Why couldn't that be presented to all your rich friends first? Y'all discuss a plan, because between Warren Buffett, which don't like Trump anyway, Warren Buffett and all these other millionaires and billionaires that you have access to, why not go to them, right? And then why not take that plan into the inner cities to all the mayors and the people that run the political infrastructure within the inner cities, because you know something could get done a lot quicker, right? So this is just me thinking. Right? Instead of going to Donald Trump, which is right now very questionable about how he executes things. We know that from Obamacare. He's been wanting to get rid of it since he got in the office, but they can't come up with a plan. They can't think of a health plan that would be better for them. They still haven't drafted one. So what makes you think that he's going to go through on a plan for Black America and execute that? I just think it would have been better for you, to use your influence to reach out to all these billionaires, because I think between all the people that Ice Cube know, he could have got $500 billion himself, with all the people he knows, with all the billionaires he knows, and they could have created their own plan. Took that contract to Black America and went to each governmental department within each major urban city, without even having to go to Donald Trump. If you didn't want to play politics, because that's what he said. His wording was, "I don't want to play politics." So that's my thoughts. That's my views. That's my opinion. So right now, I just think to me, you might be being played right now. Now it may come off as you're being played. That's all I'm saying.
So you said a lot. Let me just rewind the tape. I rock with Ice Cube. Now, I have to be honest and transparent. I haven't had a moment of Dawood's hypocrisy in a long time. Let me tell you something. When Steve Harvey and Jim Brown met with Trump, I was like, what the F for? This is a complete, total waste of time. You're going to be used as a photo op, this, that, and the other. Okay. But yet, when Ice Cube apparently did the same thing, I did not feel that way. Let me tell you why I didn't feel that way. Because of Ice Cube's history. This is my opinion, what his intention was and what he had with them. What he had with him was a plan constructed by the best and the brightest of us, right? That he encouraged the entire Black community to help him out with, and a lot of different scholars did. And he's been talking about this for quite some time. And he presented something concretely to the president who's in power, even though he sucks and I don't like him. Now, there was no concrete thing presented to any other president that I'm aware of. You can correct me. Now, however, and this is what I rock with Norm with, this is how I came at him, right? And we weren't fighting. It was just my particular point of view. Now, I don't believe that Ice Cube has bad intentions.
Right. No,
I don't believe that. I don't believe that he's not on the square. But Norm illustrated how he might be being used not just as a photo opportunity, but perhaps from other interest, or other, like for example, the person that is his business partner who happens to be in bed with Trump. Okay, 1,001,000,000% right. And Norm also told me, my man, I don't feel like the timing and the strategic nature when he presented it, how he presented it, and the strife that it's causing. And I agree with you 100%. And it hurts me because I don't want us to be abused. What also bothers me is the document itself. I don't hear people talking about the physical document, what it says, what the demands are, what we want. No, we're talking about you're a sellout, you're not a sellout, you this and you that. I'm not defending him, and I'm hurt, General, because you brought some things to my attention that I clearly didn't see. But what I also see is a clear list of demands. A clear, unequivocal list of demands. The last thing. Yes, Ice Cube could have went to venture capitalists and everything else. My question is, once again, we have entertainers at the spearhead of our politics and of our finances. They're black venture capitalists in this world, and black business owners and black billionaires. And yet, even though Ice Cube may be misguided, I feel you 1,000% Trump, how come no one else does? Why are we reduced to a rap? And Ice Cube is a damn revolutionary. I love him. But, bro, you a rapper, you an entertainer. Is there anyone else in our community, for instance, the people that assisted him, because Ice Cube didn't write that shit, economists did and doctors did. How come none of the people that were aligned with him to make the document possible, why did they not go to the people that they know and the venture capitalists that they know, like Bob Jones, whoever it is? Why? Why is it an entertainer, a rapper? Again, Steve Harvey, entertainment.
Because there still could be a great infrastructure put in place for the black community without even needing to get the president involved, whatever. Without even needing to get certain people involved on the political spectrum, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But that's again, we go back to learning how to take care of our own communities. You know what I'm saying? It's like once we learn how to take care of our own communities a little bit better, we become less dependent, man, on the governmental structure such as the president and the Senate and the Congress or whatever. Just waiting for them to grant us something or approve something or whatever the case may be. That because it may never happen. It didn't happen. You know what I'm saying? It didn't happen yet. This is why we're coming up with things like the contract for Black America and all this, because we know we need something in place to help us in some type of way. Now, I say all that to say is that there's so many, again, black millionaires and billionaires. Like we brag about, oh, Dr. Dre is a billionaire now. Oh, Kanye West, he's worth $3 billion now. And all this, whatever like that. Why can't everybody pull their resources if you're so concerned about uplifting and building the black community and taking care of the black community? Why can't we come together and pool our own resources? We do it for freaking Susu. For all these Susus around, you give me 500. Oh, how many? All you got to do is bring 500. You get 4 people that give us $500, and then I find four people that's going to give us $500, and then they find 4 people that's going to give us $500, and that means you get $4,500 free and clear of your own money, and then you're out of it if you want to be. Okay, so but why can't we think like that on a grand scale with all these black billionaires? There's a lot of us that are billionaires and millionaires.
And I will be remiss if I did not mention this. Please do not run with this. I'm not saying you. Please do not run with the narrative that we've never done this before. See, when we have these conversations, what we neglect to talk about is the fact that there has been black infrastructure a whole hell of a lot, and we also forget the fact to mention what happened to that infrastructure. Okay, were we left alone, or was Tulsa, Oklahoma bombed? Was Rosewood bombed? Do they say, oh, you looked at a white woman, so now we got to kill you, this, that, and the other? So I just want to make sure that when we're discussing these issues, that what a lot of young people think is that we have never done anything for ourselves. They think we're always dependent and crying about things, but they neglect the fact to mention, I don't know, the Harlem Renaissance or the Nation of Islam, the Civil Rights Movement, all of those things that have happened. The Black Panthers, who had a program for infrastructure. The Nation of Islam has an infrastructure right now, quiet as it's kept. So I hear everything you're saying. I also need to put out there that we must take into consideration that it is a lie that we do not do for self. No, what happens is we do for self, it gets destroyed, and then we rebuild, and then it gets destroyed, and then we rebuild, and it gets destroyed, and it gets rebuilt. I just want to put that out there. We're not these helpless people.
But here it is again, though. All right, again, I think I said this like 899 times on BKS, that, again, the greatest tool the devil ever used was division. That's the greatest weapon that the devil ever used, bro. We see the reason why we haven't done it yet, because we remain divided. Again, we remain too divided. So my whole thing is like everybody's looking for this great president or political figure to save us when we could save ourselves. When we can really save ourselves, right? It sounds easy, right? It's not easy, but it's possible that we actually can save ourselves. It's like we have resources right in front of us every day, right?
There's a lot of resources.
There's all these celebrities is making these statements and all this, and Diddy is he wants to start the black political party and all this crap, whatever the case may be. But I'm saying, so why don't all these black millionaires, and I forgot the list of how many actual
it's a lot of them
black millionaires there is across the country,
and a lot of African millionaires too,
and how many black billionaires there are. But why can't we pull all of that together, sit down again with this contract for Black America, right?
And put some money behind it.
And put some money and some actions behind it. Not just money, some actions behind it.
Right.
And implement this through all the urban cities across America. All the cities that we know are troubled that mostly contain us across this whole country right now. Why can't we do that? Because all this platinum plan that Donald Trump is trying to initiate, which is it's nothing going to happen with that. It's nothing going to happen. I believe it's nothing going to happen with that. It's going to be sitting on the same shelf with reconstructing Obamacare. It's going to be on that same shelf right there. So why can't we do that? It's not like it's a far-fetched plan. I mean, if what I'm saying is crazy, somebody tell me right now. Just somebody say, Norm, you crazy. Somebody tell me, Norm, what you're saying, you're crazy. Because I think it really could happen if people really want it to happen. My brother in the other room, he yelled out greed, and that's another part of the problem too.
Oh, God.
It's like
Absolutely.
Nobody wants to share a piece of the pie.
Absolutely.
Nobody wants to slice up that pie and share that piece of the pie up. Everybody wants to be in control of the situation. Everybody wants to have more of the pie than the next man sitting next to him and everything like that. So a lot of times when we have these fights and these big beefs over whether you're voting for Trump or whether you're voting for Biden, or we beefing over, remember what Biden did with the crime bill, remember what Trump did with this. We having all these beefs and mad at each other when we should be sitting down with each other and just going over the problems and the issues and trying to find a solution for ourselves.
And I would like to add, it's because as black people, we confuse talking, the ability to express ourselves, with power. Let me ask you a question. Who's the spokesman for Chinese America? Who's the spokesman for Irish Americans? Who's the spokesman for Jewish Americans? Who they voting for? What do they think? Do they have power? Yes or no? Now, when you talk about our leadership or lack thereof, every plan, every leader, every angle has already been taken and been taken several times for the last 50 or 60 years. But I asked you again, you don't really know the agenda of Chinese people that live in America. You don't know the agenda of Japanese people. You don't know the agenda of Irish people. But I bet you they have neighborhoods. Oh, yes, they do. I bet you they have power. I bet you they stay on code, and I bet you don't say, he's our leader, this is what we're doing, kill him right now, put a target on his back. And I bet you don't see Chinese people tearing other Chinese people down with this nonsensical. Everything that we need is at hand, and there's and I know I keep saying this over and over and over again, but like we have money, and we have intellect, and we have power.
No doubt.
This is the best it gets.
Shout out.
Do something with it.
Shout out to everybody, man, on the check-in. Listen, we could go on for days and days, and we even got more. We'll be back tomorrow and everything. But listen, we ran over time. We appreciate everybody, man. Shout out to Mike that called in. Shout out to Kaz that called in. Shout out to the different people on the check-in with the different platforms that's listening to us on YouTube, Twitter, Periscope, the TuneIn app. We appreciate you all. Hopefully you enjoyed the show. Hopefully you took something away from this show. Now listen. If you would like to contribute anything to support our programming, please just Cash App $ BKS1 Radio. Cash App, $ BKS1 Radio. We don't care if it's a penny, 50 cent, quarter, $1, $5. We don't care. We don't care. Just if you like to support and make a contribution to BKS1 Radio Station, which is all black owned, please feel free to do so. The information is right there, right above my head. All right. It's Cash App, $ BKS1 Radio. Anything is appreciated. We appreciate you all. Hopefully you enjoyed the show. Hopefully you enjoyed the content.
And I love the fact that my brother P said, greed.
Yeah, he's yelling that in the back.
Greed. Black folks, greed. Okay, I'm done. I'm done.
Greed.
Greed. Greed is good. Wall Street.
Listen,
greed is good.
We appreciate you all. We'll be back in the morning. We'll be back tomorrow morning, man. The Man Cave Show.
It's the Man Cave.
We appreciate y'all. Peace and blessings, man. Remember,
peace.
This show was never about us.
It's always about you.
Because
you are the next best kept secret.
And we'll see you guys tomorrow morning.
Wakanda forever. Bang, bang.
Peace and blessings. One love. Love y'all.
Dig it.
Custom.